Let's go for it and see who the cleverer colored is. Go. Question one.
Yeah, well, you came to Cape Town. You came to Cape Town to talk about the DA with the brown puppet of a white man. I mean, that's hypocritical.
Well, I think I don't.
So you're going to go to Mavericks and talk about women's rights.
I actually think that sums out just about exactly what the DA is. Racially confused. A brown puppet with a white guy who's hiding somewhere in the room. That is basically one of the main themes of my book. Exactly. Yeah. Behind every colored person who wishes to have a voice is a white person trying to tell them what exactly they should be uttering.
Like Power FM, give him a cut.
Exactly.
Listen, no, welcome. Hello everybody, how's it? Hello. I said fucking how's it? Sorry to swear, that just continue is the wrong idea. Listen, Uncle, your last book was There's a Bantu in My Bathroom. Do you think the title of your book was what made Oscar kill Reva?
If you've been following the trial and Channel 199, Chester, and clearly you don't listen very well, Oscar was actually scared of a white Bergie from the outskirts of Pretoria, so it wasn't a Bantu that he was scared of in the bathroom.
Good. A Bantu, no, could be white. Listen. They don't know what a Bantu. Listen, you were selling a book called Could I Vote?
Speak up and find your colored voice.
My bloody mic was off. You white people can't do anything.
Vote ANC.
Yeah. This toilet doesn't have walls. Listen, Uncle, you're selling a book called Could I Vote DA in Cape Town. Next, will you be going to KZN to ask people if they could vote for Zuma?
Well, I mean, I don't know whether it's obvious how things will work out in Cape Town. I think that the national debate about how people should vote is up for grabs.
Yeah.
And I think this book is relevant in Cape Town as much as it is in Gauteng. In fact, there's a bigger turnout here than my book launch that I had in Joburg, which I think says a lot about people's willingness to re-examine even their DA loyalties.
No, it's because we're in Cape Town, a lot of these people are alcoholics and there's free wine. That's why. Listen, it's called Could I Vote DA, right? Could I vote
Yes.
DA? And then you translated it as DA of me. Were you using the Afrikaans interpreter from the Oscar trial? No, that's not. No.
Yeah, she was the cheapest one available.
When will the Zulu, Xhosa and Shangaan versions be coming out, or do you think those cats will just never vote?
The question doesn't arise for that. Well, they don't buy books.
My God, I should check all you Gavin van Unselen with that answer. Listen, of all the topics you could have written about, why choose this one? Why not Could I Vote for Coke?
Cope? What's that?
My arm's getting sore. Sorry. I've never done this like this before. Seriously. What are you doing?
Oh my God, that awkward moment when white people get tired of fronting colored people.
Be careful, you'll stick his hand up your ass if you're funny.
Because, Chester, I think that the DA is the most serious opposition party. I think EFF is a very exciting entrant in this particular election, but I think that COPE is dead. I think IFP has imploded. I think UDM is a one-person band,
yeah.
And I think the DA is a really
it's
exciting.
the
DA is a really exciting party.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, so is this book the literary equivalent of throwing poo?
No, it comes from the place of a voter who is confused about whether or not they can take a chance on the DA, recognizing that they are gutful with the ANC, but not quite sure whether the DA manages to satisfy all of the issues that they think they have with the DA. That's the basic motivation behind it.
Okay. You think that because it's a bestseller, right? It's a bestseller already.
Well, in the very poor South African market, yes.
Do you think the DA is buying copies just to keep them off the shelf? I swear I saw Helen Zeller with 300 of them the other day. I swear on my life.
If they are, then I think we deserve to make sure that hashtag thank you DA starts trending in the next 10 minutes.
Yeah, Amandla.
Aware.
Yeah. Listen, Prince Mashele and Mzukisi Kobo said that the DA is an insurance political party for white privilege. I mean, why would I want to read a book about a right-wing political extension of corporate South Africa? Because let's be honest, the DA is basically just Woolworths, but with less black trolleys.
Look, Prince Mashele says a lot of things, and he says a lot of things with a lot of color. I'm not sure, despite the fact... Yes. I don't think that caricature of the DA is actually accurate. I think the DA is a much more interesting and more complex party than that.
Okay. You changed the cover of the book from being a bench saying whites only from a party.
Who said that? Who said that was the cover?
Online. I saw it online. Don't come.
Where did you get that from?
I saw it on Facebook. Which is your second home. Listen. Did you chicken out or did you just want your own picture there?
I don't know who leaked that photo. Do you know where it came from?
Yeah, it was
my publishers never said that. Tuliman and Sailor should investigate who came up with that as the supposed original cover of the book.
So that was never, I'm just making up. Okay, sorry.
You're making it up, yeah.
Never mind. That's the media. We don't need resources. I work for the Sunday Times. Listen. In your book, you question the DA's commitment to broad-based black economic empowerment. And even Athol Trollip now says the DA has triple BEE. I mean, do you believe that?
Do you?
No, I don't. I think they're lying through their faces.
Well, I mean, look, one of the problems, I spent a whole chapter on BEE in my book.
Yeah. I know, that's why I'm asking the question. You see, this is your
Yes, you're very clever. You're very clever, despite being a puppet.
Yes.
No, the DA is very confused. They don't know whether they're supporting BEE. That's why they put up billboards in Joburg with paragraph-long messages that say, we support BEE, ... as long as it is conducive to growth, growing the economy and everything else that you'd want in a macro economy that does really cool things, instead of just saying, we support BEE full stop, because they don't actually know. And you get Wilmot James coming onto my show on Power FM saying, no, Eusebius, the day after we win the elections, we'll get rid of race references and we'll call it diversity economic empowerment. Yeah. And then Musi Maimane calls me after my show, and this is true, hashtag true story. And he says, oh, Eusebius, man, why did you do that? Please, can I come on the show to do damage control? And then I listened to my friend Sakina Kamwendo on Metro FM, and lo and behold, Musi is there trying to do damage control 101. And then someone writes a letter on behalf of Wilmot to the independent newspaper saying, Eusebius is involved in gotcha journalism. But I've got the audio. I mean, if you stay long enough, I'll find it on my phone. He said it. So they're confused. They don't know what they want.
But you're still involved in what journalism. Listen.
Yes, I got him. I gotcha. I gotched the DA on their prevarication.
Okay, gotcha. Sorry, I thought you were saying Mangasutu second name. Listen. Gotcha, never mind. Listen. Don't call him that to his face. You will die. Listen. What is the DA's response to the book for you, man? I mean, have they tried to impeach you? What's happened?
Well, most of them haven't actually responded. Reading is not for everyone. Mbali Ntuli was in conversation with me at the book launch in Joburg. She accidentally agreed with some very important things, and then accidentally said, oh shit, Helen will kill me. No one tweeted the things that she agreed on, because we wouldn't want her to get another verbal club in the next leadership discussion where she's involved. But I can tell you, forget about Oscar Pistorius' WhatsApp messages and Rivas. If my WhatsApp messages and inbox could talk, there would be some DA members, including speech writers, who'd be in serious trouble with Auntie Helen, because many of them actually do agree with the book and they've read it. But they don't feel like that they can actually speak out. So yes, many of them have read the book. One person wrote a very colorful review that everyone and their mother is waiting for me to respond to on Politics Web. But so few people have the guts in the DA to openly engage me, but hopefully they'll do so if they are present in the Q&A, that they retweeted that probably about 200 times, because they were relieved that finally someone had managed to write what they hope is a put down, and I wonder how many of the people who retweeted it had actually read the book, because when I read the review, I thought that a lot of it was fair, but a lot of it actually didn't engage many parts of the book that's actually quite complimentary to the DA. But my basic view on reviews is that one shouldn't, as an author, respond to every single book review. When Kolela Maglu did it and Abraham Harvey, I thought it was actually quite distasteful.
Yeah, I agree. No one reads Politics Web anyway, so don't worry about it. Listen, do you think do you think the Achang deal could ever really have worked out, with the control freaks in charge? Because that happened after you wrote the book, which is a bit cut for you, I'm sorry about that.
Actually, no, Chester. That's the chapter of my book that is the coolest chapter for me from the point of view of credibility as a political pundit, because on the day that the book was literally published, we were called and they said, listen, we're about 5 minutes away from hitting the buttons here that will make this book become physically a book. Do you want to write a few extra pages now that this deal has gone south? Yeah. And I said, no, you guys obviously haven't read the thing, but that's fine, it's not your job, you just have to make the book appear. Yeah, because in that chapter, I actually describe why such a deal would be a bad idea, it shouldn't happen, and it played out exactly as I had predicted. So, no, I don't want a chance to rewrite the book to add extra pages. The chapter on mergers, right towards the end of the book, perfectly predicted what would happen and why the idea of a merger is a non-starter.
Yeah, no, fair enough. I mean, if we genetically engineered the child of Zilla and Rampele, do you know what we would get? Eusebius McKaiser. You want Zilla to step down. You say that.
I don't want Zilla to step down. Zilla wants to step down.
Yeah,
we can ask.
Yeah, just because.
Ask her.
Yeah, I don't want to. She hits me. Listen. He throws her Botox at me. Listen. Why? I mean, why do you think if Musi and Lindiwe take up cycling and get Botox, they would be ready to take over? Shut your faces, I'm asking questions.
No, is the short answer, because yes, race matters, and I think that the prospects of the DA in terms of growing as a party would be well served.
There's the DA coming to arrest you now.
Yes. I do think that the DA's prospects would be well served by having a black African leader. Yeah. But it's not that simple, which is why parachuting in Mampili would not have worked.
No, they call it Mapili Rampili.
Yeah, whatever they call it. Yeah. So the point is that being black is necessary but not sufficient. It's not a case of any black will do. You see, black African voters don't have any psychological and historical loyalty towards the DA. So the problem for the DA is that as a black voter, I have the luxury of not being enslaved by any struggle memory of the DA. And so unlike with the ANC, I don't have to feel guilty about not voting DA, and therefore, although I might want the idea of a leader who looks like me and who comes from my community, I want a particular kind of person, not just anyone from my community. So you have to look black, you have to understand my issues, but not just any black will do. And it's not obvious that Lindiwe is the right one, or Musi for that matter, so it's going to be a tough ask, which is why it was so hasty to go and try and parachute Dr. Rampele in. You know, being black is necessary, but not sufficient.
I mean, do you think Helen wearing a doek, dancing, speaking bad, cooking pap will cancel out her whiteness? Do you think she should get a t-shirt saying blacks like me? What do you think?
No, but perhaps she's well on her way towards getting a master's in anthropology.
Yeah, no, anyone can get those, trust me.
Yes, you've got one.
No, that bastard there thinks he has one. He bought it online. Listen, I want to ask you that really, I mean, you think the real question, my real question is, I mean, could you vote EFF? I mean, do you think that a bit, why should we be talking about the DA?
Well, for 10 minutes I thought I could, until I looked into Andile Chitama's eyes the other days, and then I got scared. These guys are real revolutionaries. No, I mean, the problem with EFF is quite simple, that they're very good at critiquing the material injustices that many black Africans are experiencing. I'm not sure they're interested in governing. I'm not sure they have the track record, the capacity. I'm not even sure whether they have the appetite. I think the single biggest challenge for EFF will be what happens the morning after the election. Let's say best case scenario, they get 7% of the vote. Yeah. I actually think that they will be irritated, because what do you do now? Now you've got to buy into the institutions. Now you've got to challenge your own political anarchism. I don't think they want to be in parliament. I don't think they want to govern. I don't think they want MEC posts. I don't think they want coalition governments. I think they just want to throw stompies. So why would I want to vote for them?
Winnie Mandela doesn't want them to throw stompies. Listen. What? What? I don't understand what you're... Be quiet. This isn't your book launch. Listen. I think it's time you finally answered the truth. We are all here to hear this. Do you think it's time white people finally gave back Mendoza? If you don't get that joke, then you must find out what's going on in this country.
I think the real question is the one where it was asked by at Kayadlanga. Would Mendoza also have got on scot-free if he was at Tasha's?
Yeah, there's the honest truth about the Tasha's situation. Yeah, bang, bang. No, it's cricket. Listen. It's choice time. My last question for you. Chicken or beef?
DA or ANC?
Sprite or Pepsi?
Pepsi.
Zuma or Zilla? I love you, guy. Goodbye. Am I going now? I wanted to end at a big gag. I don't have one for... Yeah, I thought we'd rehearsed.
Thank you, Chester.